Hi, I'm Keith. I hope you have a great stay here in Cardiff and enjoy your vacation.
To operate the lockbox, first press clear, then punch in the code. Hold this top tab down, and there's your house key inside there. And then when you put it back, you punch in the code, hold the tab down, and then let it go. First thing I want to point out is we do have these sliding screen doors. You just put them closed and just push down on this to open it. Sometimes if these get stuck or you can't open the door for some reason, this lock lever can get twisted one way or the other. Make sure it's straight up and down, and then your door opens and closes. All right, so inside the bungalow, you'll find everything you need for a great stay here in Cardiff. Let's go ahead and explore the kitchen. Right away underneath the sink, you'll see that we have stuff set up for your stay. Fresh sponge, dishwasher detergent, dish rags, dish soap, and so on. Swiffer pads here, and then there's a mop next to the fridge. First aid kit as well, and a fire extinguisher here under the sink. You'll see the kitchen's very, very organized. Inside the cabinets, everything's labeled, so it's very easy to find things where they go. We have condiments up top, oil and vinegar, balsamic, extra paper towel, napkins for the dinner table, water pitcher. You'll see everything's here, easy to find, easy to put away. We want to make your stay as easy as possible. In the silverware drawer, we have our kitchen knives. Please hand wash these knives. I sharpen these knives every couple of months. They should generally be very sharp. Everything you need to actually cook and stay here. So measuring cups and mixing bowls, pots and pans down here as well. And then there's some, for folks that have dogs, we've got some extra trash bags down here, and then some dog bowls and so on. Hot pad. If you're a coffee drinker, we have lots of different options. Here's a Keurig. We also have tea in a teapot, hot water pot for tea drinkers. And then we usually have some coffee in here. Here's a reusable pod that you can put your own fresh ground coffee in and use it in the Keurig. In the kitchen, we have the README book, and the README book has all your pertinent information. Here's what to do when you check out. Here's a quick guide with the Wi-Fi, the password, the filtered drinking water. That is at the sink. The little skinny nozzle is the filtered one. So use that for your water and your ice. And then trash day is on Friday. We take the trash cans down Thursday night. Usually I'll take those down, but if I'm out of town, I might ask you to do it. Checkout time generally is 11 a.m. Sometimes we can allow you to check out later. Sometimes we have to have you check out a little earlier if it's inconvenient with our cleaning crew. First aid kit, fire extinguisher, talked about that. The nearest hospital, that's right up the street. It's a mile north of us. And then our cell phone information. And in this book, it has tabs for all kinds of different things. The Eat tab's kind of the best one because it shows you lots of local restaurants, what their hours are. And then at the end of it, we have a grid that shows you all your different options. So you're like, hey, I'm really craving pizza or ice cream or something. You can look up the different categories or coffee shops, different ones that are in the area. Also in here we have instructions on how to use the barbecue. All the different appliances are in here on how to use them. One thing a lot of our guests do is they'll cook Cardiff Crack, and that's a burgundy tri-tip roast that they make over at Seaside Market. It's very famous, and lots of folks will make that while they're here. These are in the instructions to make it medium rare. If you want it more medium, add 1 minute to each of the cooking times. Let's see what else we have here. Napkins under here, placemats. Lots of different remote control options. Let's talk about the air conditioner. That's this remote, and that's the air conditioner. And you just point the remote at the air conditioner, push the power on button, and that'll wake it up. And on the remote, what you're looking for is a snowflake and then your temperature. You can push this up or down, push your fan speed, get it up higher blasting. Or if you get to this spot where it's got the little arrow, That'll kind of simulate wind speed. If you're in the winter and you want heat rather than air conditioning, just push mode, and that'll take it over to the sun. That's heat mode, and then it'll actually work as a heat pump. But we'll set it back to air conditioning. One thing to keep in mind, if you are running the air conditioning, please don't have the windows and doors open. Doesn't really help us very much. All right, let's go ahead and turn that off, put that to sleep. Let's talk about the TV. So we do have Apple TV here in the place, and this remote controls the Apple TV. So any button at the TV will wake up the Apple TV, and you'll see the white lights go on the TV, and the white light goes on the Apple TV. And then once we get to the top level, we'll go ahead and look at some different options here on how we utilize this. So we have Internet TV, and we have movies available. So Internet TV is here under PlayStation View. We just use our thumb across this mouse pad to move between the different apps. So we just click on that, and that takes us into PlayStation View. So you just push into this, and then menu takes you up a level. And then let's go ahead and turn this volume down here. Use your finger on the mouse pad, and you see at the top that blue bar. If we want to see the guide, we can select on guide, and that'll take us in, and we can see all of our different channels. To go back out a level, just hit the menu on the remote, and that takes you up a level. You keep hitting it until you get to the very top level, and we're back here. If you want to watch a movie, slide over to computers, select that, and this will open up the Cardiff Bungalow's server where all of our movies reside. And you can see the movies will be listed here. On the left, there will be different genres, and it'll show you the play count. So we've got 1,000 movies here. And if you want to watch a certain genre, you can just scroll on down here, choose the type you want, or you can go into this other area called playlists, where we have little subgenres. So some movies might cross over into different playlists. Here, maybe we're looking for one that's a rom-com. We go down here, romantic comedies, select this one, and now we'll get a list of 99 different movies that are romantic comedies. And then to go back up out of a level, just keep hitting menu. That takes you back up to the top level. And then to turn the system off, push the sleep button here, hold that down, and then it goes into sleep mode, and you click on the top part and say go ahead and sleep it. Okay, let's look at some other things around the bungalow. If you go to Seaside Market, you do need to bring your own bags, so take one of these bags with you here. In the hall closet, we've got beach towels, we've got an iron stool for ones with little ones, yoga mats, and straps as well down here. And then in the bathroom, we've got colored washcloths to take off your makeup or dry your hands, fresh towels, and lots of toilet paper here. And then in the master bedroom, this is where we keep the vacuum cleaner. We've got a vacuum in here, luggage cart, lots of hangers, and lots of storage options. We do have Apple TV in the master bedroom, works just like in the living room there. Home pods for your iPhone, you can charge them on that or play music through that as well. And then in the guest room, same setup. So we've got 2 twins, closet with extra laundry cart, basket, and laundry or luggage cart, full-length mirror, and so on. Okay, let's look outside at the patio, and we've got 2 different sitting areas outside. We have a little breakfast spot here, and then we have the picnic table where you can have lunch there. And you'll see these overhead lights hanging, and those are controlled right here from these switches here. So if you're outside the picnic area, just push the amount of time you want. Here I just push 10 minutes, and you'll see those lights get turned on, okay? And then if you want to turn them off, you just choose the bottom button, and that turns the system off. So there's both for the patio and the picnic area. And then we also have the storage shed here. Notice that there's a front and a back of this lock, and that's so you can read the numbers correctly. It's just the address backwards is the code. And then inside here, we have all of our surfboard and buoy board options, a couple of bikes. We got a kiddie trailer. That goes on the black bike The kiddie trailer hooks on the black bike. We've got an air pump. There's a backpack for to take cold items down to the beach, and then there's a fence that you can use to cordon off the yard if you have a pet and you want to keep your pet outside. Use that fence, and you put it up at the front area where the poles are here. That fence, you can fence off this area, the very front part of the house. So it's kind of fun. It's great if you want to just keep your dog outside. Just make sure you clean up after your dog. When they pee on the ground, just wash it away. So that's it for the bungalows. I hope you enjoy your stay. One thing you'll notice is we do have high-speed chargers throughout the unit. You can charge your phone on these home pods. Also, this USB charger is a high-speed charger. We have those in the master bedroom and the guest room as well. So you'll notice in the master bedroom we have one there. It's a dual port. And they'll charge your phone really, really quick. It puts out 2.5 amps. And then in the guest room, one over here as well. We do have separate trash and recycle. All paper and plastic and cans can go in the recycle bin. And then outside on the patio, there's gray and blue trash cans. Gray is for trash and blue is for the recycle items. In the kitchen, this is where we keep the extra mop and broom and the ironing board next to the fridge. We do keep an extra key by the back door here in the front unit on the dog tail, and that's got your extra house key there. Okay, one more thing to cover. We do have hoses at the back door and at the patio over here to wash your feet, wash the sand off your feet. And then outside here is where we have the barbecue. Keep the gas off. And then to light the barbecue, just turn this knob here, push your starter there, and that'll light that up. Over here we have washer dryer and soap pods here. You just drop one pod in the bottom and then put your clothes on top. I generally just use the normal setting. Set your rinses. And the dryer, here's your lint filter here. Just set your heat temperature there. So here's your trash and recycle cans. Gray is for the trash, blue is for the recycle, green is for the green waste, but that's for the gardener, basically. Thursday night, we take the trash cans down to the street, just drag them right down here, and put them down at the street level, lined up so that the automated machine can pick them up. Up at the crow's nest, we have extra cushions in this container here. Keep them in here if they're not in use. Please put them in here every night. This is a great spot in the afternoon. It's very shady right here and gets a nice breeze in the afternoon if you want to sit out here for a glass of wine at night. There's some lights right here. You can just push these on. These are like the other lights. And you'll see the lights are on, and then you can have a nice evening session up on the crow's nest.